What's up, everybody? Happy Halloween. Nate here, bringing you a new collection tour video. Today we're going to be focusing in on my NECA horror displays. I've got a couple different places throughout my house where I have my NECA figures on display. I mainly collect NECA horror. I do have a small amount of Ninja Turtles and Godzilla stuff, which will not be featured in this video since this is also kind of like a little bit of a Halloween special. I wanted to just focus in, and that is primarily what I'd say 90% of my NECA collection is. So you're going to get to see a good chunk of the entire collection, along with some random stuff along the way, like some McFarlane Movie Maniacs and a couple other random horror items throughout. I've been collecting NECA probably as long as I have been collecting the Black Series. I would say those are my, that's my bread and butter. Those are my 1 and 2, the Black Series and NECA horror specifically. So I do collect loose. I like to open a lot of the Ultimate figures. I also have some of them on card. I have the 8-inch cloth figures. I keep quite a few of those on card as well. So you'll see there's a nice mix throughout, along with some Toonie Terrors as well. So I don't want to waste any more time. Let's just go ahead. We're going to jump into my living room and I'll show you my Detolf shelf where I've got a bunch of Ultimate figures. So let's go over there. So on top of my Detolf, we have the 8-inch Victor Crowley, and then this is all of my Jasons. So we have the Part 5 Dream sequence, Part 4 with the machete in his head, and the awesome split hand as well. I love this figure. It's one of my oldest NECA figures, one of an OG Ultimates from Toys R Us. We got Part 3 in the back with the Doc. We also have the 8-inch Pamela, which, gotta have her in there mixed in, and the Camp Crystal Lake sign. Freddy vs. Jason with the flaming machete. Part 6 Jason, love that with the accessories. And then we also have Part 5 Jason. We have a McFarlane Uber Jason. We have the excellent New Blood Part 7 Jason Voorhees. What an amazing figure. Look at all of that great detail. And back in the middle, we got our bag boys. We have the OG Part 2, and then we have the remake figure with the bag head put onto it. Love both of them as well. I absolutely adore the Jason Ultimate figures, and I hope one day NECA finishes all of them out. Moving into the actual shelf, we have Big Chap. Love this one. It's the 35th anniversary release with the nice white dome. We also have the newer Ultimate Harry Warden and an older Jungle Hunter Predator. Then we've got Dr. Loomis, great figure. We also have Part 2 Freddy, and then we have the Michael Myers from Halloween 2 that's in the same pack as Loomis. And we also have Leatherface over there, looking so nice and happy. Following that, we've got the latest release of Captain Spaulding. Then we have Evil Dead 2 Ash. We have Ash vs. Evil Dead Henrietta, which is a little different from the original release, but still works well enough for me. Next to her, we've got the original Ghostface release, and we also have the amazing Pinhead. Beneath them, you gotta have Chucky and Tiffany. I mean, you need them both for your horror display, and there's a bunch of different pumpkins from various figures over the years. And of course, we've got my boy Sam, looking wonderful. And that's the first shelf there. Moving down, this is primarily my Universal Monsters display. In the back, we have the Burger King tribute releases. So we got the Creature, Frankenstein's Monster, Dracula and the Wolfman. And then we have the rest of my Universal monsters. So Phantom is right next to him. And then, of course, we've got Bride and Frankenstein's monster there. Amazing line of figures here. Bela Lugosi as Dracula, incredible. We also, have a little MacReady there, snuck in next to Nosferatu. And one of my favorite figures recently is the Invisible Man. It's just a lot of fun to do something like that and just take all the accessories out. And we also got Otis. And in front, you can't forget, we got a clearance pickup here. This is the black and white Wolfman. And then we also have not a Universal monster, but kind of adjacent, and that's the Kessler Wolf. The third shelf in the detail starts out with Annabelle in the back. And then we also have Freddy from New Nightmare. We have Halloween 2 Michael. This is the flame effects on one of the OG figures. We do have the 1982 Creep with Ash from Ash vs. Evil Dead, and Elagos, I believe is his name. Behind them, lurking in the back, we have the Mummy in his tomb. And we also have Jigsaw and Billy. Love that we finally got Ultimate releases of Jigsaw. We also have some sci-fi love here. We got The Terminator, and then right back into horror with Ash from Evil Dead 1. Next to him, we have Chucky, all nice and just a typical plain old good guy doll. Nothing to see there. And then we have Ripley from Alien 1, which again, I believe this is the 35th anniversary release. It's not the latest one. And the bottom shelf of the detail is a Guillermo del Toro display. So we have all of the Pan's Labyrinth figures there. We've got Fawn and Ophelia. Then we have Santi in the back from Devil's Backbone. I wish we would get more of these Guillermo del Toro figures. I love them to pieces. This is also where I have my creature from the Black Lagoon displayed there, along with the Diamond Select base from that figure from way back in the day. Looks great with the NECA release. The creature from The Shape of Water, and then the Pale Man on his throne. Like I said, I just wish NECA would get back to some of these Guillermo del Toro figures because they are fantastic. I love them. So that was my detail shelf. Now we're going to move upstairs into my media room, and we have some carded figures. We have all of the Universal Monster glow-in-the-dark figures, so the Invisible Man, the creature from the Black Lagoon. We have Frankenstein's monster. These are, of course, tributes to the OG figures from way back in the day, but if anyone knows me, you know I'm a sucker for glow-in-the-dark, so you absolutely know I had to pick these up. So moving on, there's the Mummy, Wolfman, Phantom of the Opera. We also have Dracula there. And the last one, as of right now for this video, is Nosferatu. So we just need Bride of Frankenstein now, and then they should be complete for the time being. We also have some other random carded figures here. We have the 2010 Comic-Con exclusive Berserker Predator in camo. We have a Toys R Us exclusive Gypsy Danger. And then we also have a Josh Brolin Jonah Hex. On the other wall, you can get a sneak peek at my Godzillas, but we have more 8-inch figures. So we've got the Candyman starting things off. And apologies for this glare. It was kind of hard to film these. They're pretty high up. We have Part 2 Baghead Jason. Pick that one up off of costumes.com. Randomly a great website to get NECA figures. We also have Harry Warden once again. My Bloody Valentine's an excellent slasher. Got Billy from Silent Night, Deadly Night. Another classic holiday slasher. Totally a lot of fun. We've got another Sam, of course. You all know I'm obsessed with Trick or Treat, so I have Sam in literally every single release. And we also have one of my Holy Grail figures here. This is the Bedsheet Michael Cult Classics OG figure from way back in the day. This one is something I picked up a long time ago, and I just love it. It's a great looking figure, and the sculpted bedsheet is amazing. Moving on, we have some more 8-inch figures. We've got Hoopa from Jaws. Then we also have Stevie Wayne from The Fog. And we've got Mother Frickin' Tom Adkins as Dr. Chalice from Halloween 3. And for some fun, here's some movie maniacs that I have on card. We've got Ash from Army of Darkness, Candyman from Candyman 3. And then I just recently picked up this Norman Bates. Look at how clean that bubble is. Now moving down, we are actually on top of my Blu-ray shelf now, and we have some sci-fi figures I'll sneak in here. So we got Agent K and Deckard from Blade Runner. We also have the Police Station Terminator. RoboCop is right there. And then, see, this is why I'm sneaking them in. This is why I'm sneaking them in, because here's a couple more movie maniacs. We got Wishmaster, Evil Ash, and the Pit Witch. 3 amazing looking figures that I wish NECA would actually do, but these McFarlane ones still look great. Here's some more McFarlane. We've got the 18-inch Ash and Freddy. I got these from my cousin Steve a long time ago. They are from his collection from back in the day, and I've held on to them for a really long time. They're just 2 epic pieces. Ash still works to this day. The batteries are functional. And beneath them, we've got Thermal Vision Dutch and Coraline, who's definitely horror adjacent, along with this Dementor here from Harry Potter. Looking awesome. Okay, we're going to go downstairs for a random second here to show you my 2 feral predators there from Prey, along with this awesome battle damaged Xeno that I got from Justin. I just love these figures. I have a lot more aliens and predators, but I don't have any of them on display currently. And in that same shelf, here's a couple more random horror NECA figures. I just don't really have a place for them. So yeah, we have the Nightmare Werewolf from American Werewolf in London, Glow-in-the-Dark Ghostface, and Alien 3 Ripley. Shooting back upstairs, we have the 8-inch Scream Factory exclusive Burnt Chucky, which looks amazing, especially in box. Incredible detail on that burnt head. I could never take that one out of the package. We also have the 8-inch Herbert West. Reanimator is a damn Halloween classic. I love it to pieces, and it's a great figure. We also have Captain Blake from The Fog, another excellent movie in my opinion. Check out the John Carpenter original. And I don't have a real display for these, but here are my loose Toonie Terrors. These are all the ones that I have collected and opened. So we've got Michael, Beetlejuice, Sam, Reagan, Jason, Victor Crowley, Leatherface. The Toonie Terrors were a lot of fun. I think the price hike of this subline definitely killed it for me. But when they were around the $12 to $15 mark, I thought these were awesome and just a total blast. But now that they're pushing 20, unfortunately, I've completely stopped collecting these. Speaking of which, this is the final stop of the tour. Here are my carded Toonie Terror figures. Elvira, Captain Blake, Herbert West. We have Harry Warden the Miner. A lot of repeat characters. You can see who my favorites are. There's another Sam on card. We also have the Chase Glow-in-the-Dark Nun. Awesome find there. I was so hyped to actually pick that up at an FYE. And we also have some of the multi-packs. We have the Halloween 3 kids and Quint with Bruce the Shark. And my last 2 Toonie Terrors and NECA horror figures are Sven Gulli and Captain Spaulding. Local legend and, you know, pretty good Rob Zombie movie if you ask me. So there you have it. There was my NECA horror displays throughout my home. I hope you enjoyed this collection tour video. A little bit different since we are primarily a Black Series channel, but Justin and I both do collect NECA pretty heavily, especially, like I said, the horror stuff. That's mainly what both Justin and I collect when it comes to NECA. So yeah, it's great to finally give you guys another look at a different side of some of the action figures that I collect. Maybe one day I'll show you my Marvel Legends. Maybe another day I'll show you my DC McFarlane stuff. But for now, this was appropriately timed, as, you know, I could kind of just fudge it in a little bit as a Halloween type video. So there you go. That's my justification. Please like the video. Please subscribe if you are new. I'd appreciate everyone sharing this video around as well, especially because we are typically a Black Series channel. So videos like this tend to perform a little bit worse on our channel. Thanks a lot, YouTube, for the algorithm change. It's really awesome. So yeah, just do me a favor, share it around if you have anyone that collects NECA or NECA horror. Bring them on over and show them this tour video, because yeah, I mean, I'm a little biased, but I think it's a pretty great collection, if I do say so myself. So yeah, once again, happy Halloween, everyone. Stay safe out there. Do me a favor, listen to some Typo Negative, maybe a little bit of AFI, and put on Trick or Treat. And also, don't forget to check your candy. I'm Nate from Out of the Basement. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.